Hey guys, it is Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to finish our look at the little brain damage / Eclipse lesson series by taking a look at Eclipse. So we already did the brain damage, all on kind of just an acoustic version of it. So let's take a look at what's going on during this short little musical interlude that ends Dark Side of the Moon. Now, we basically have three different things we're going to have to take a look at here, and they're all very similar. So this first one that plays initially, as soon as this section comes in, it sounds like this. So that's kind of the first time through the chords. Now, we're going to learn it just a little bit different way in a second. So I'll go through this note for note. We're around a D major chord first. You're going to pick the D, G, B, and high E string, holding that D. Then we have a quick little G string to B string, the little eighth note. And then back down to the open D. So I have this. Alright, now this next chord you're going to want to hold like this, just because what's coming up. We're going to have this third fret here on the A string. You're going to play that with your third finger. And then the G string here at the second fret, and then your little finger is going to grab the third fret here on the B string. Alright, now we're going to play that like this. We're going to pick the fifth string, third, second, open high E, back to the B string, and then you're going to move this finger over to grab the second fret on the high E. So we have this. So we go. Alright, now leave the little finger where it's at. We're going to grab this chord, first fret on the A string, and then the third fret on the D string. You're going to pick the A, D, and G strings, then the high E, B, and G string. Let them all ring together. So we're coming out of this chord. Now we go to an A7 chord, which is pretty easy. It's just going to be the second fret on the D string and second fret on the B string. And the strings you're going to pick here are going to be open A, the D string, then the high E, the B, and then the G and D. So we just have this coming out of this chord. Alright. Now from there, when the vocals come in, we have this part that repeats basically 6 times, and it sounds like this. A little bit different. I'm just going to repeat that. So it's around the same chorus. We're going to start with a D major, open D, high E string, then the B, to the G, to the open D, and then the high E string again. So we have this all together for the picking pattern for the D chord. We have alright, now we're going to grab this. We're going to grab that third fret again on the A string, and you're going to grab the second fret on the high E, second fret on the G. So you're going to pick the fifth string, then the high E, then the G. Now you're going to go back to that chord you did earlier. So we have this. Letting them all ring out as much as you can. I'm just picking, when I get to that chord, picking from the first, second, and third string. And then we go to that same chord we did before. The same picking as before too. Now we're back to the A7. Now that pick is going to be the A string, G, and B, and then A again, and then the B, followed by the G this time. Just reverse it. So all together for that part. Now you're going to repeat that 3 times. Now the 4th, 5th, and 6th time, you're going to repeat it basically 6 times, but the 4th, 5th, and 6th time, the only thing that changes is the very last note. When you're doing this A7 chord, instead of going A, G to B, then the A, B to G, that very last note, replace that open G string by picking the D string that you're holding already on the 2nd fret. So it'll be like this. And then you start over, do the whole part again, except so the last 3 times you're going to end it with that note instead of the open G. So it's 6 times total for that. And then we get to the ending, which sounds like this. Alright, so based around the same chords again, grab that D major again. We're just going to be going from the D, G, B, high E, B, G. Just pick all the way across and back down. Alright, and to that same chord we were playing before, it's kind of the same picking deal here, except you're going to start on the 5th string obviously, 5th, then 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So we have this. Now grab that same B flat chord and we're going to have, you're going to pick A, D, and G, then strum that chord, and then do a quick little 8th note, B to the high E, so we have this. And then strum it one more time. One more time, I'll just do that chord. And just going to end it with a D major chord, but strum the A string in the bass there. There's a D with an A in the bass. Alright, so that's it for Eclipse. Put that together with the brain damage lesson we did earlier, and you'll be good to go. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.